Looks good. It's getting rumors are already circulating now. Let's gather some intel first.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's make it quick. This!
There's no time to lose.
Let me end your misery. Who's next? What a headache.
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
This is our chance.
Batter up!
Follow my charge.
Reach the end of the
Keep at
story
it.
in your own way.
Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it.
So you are afraid of me. Let me end your misery.
Let's go.
Don't mess with me.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. Watch this.
Follow my charge.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What a headache.
Time for the Master's radiant spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Let me end your misery.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Rules are made to be broken! You about to stage your welcome!
You have the worst luck, Ready?
Let's make it quick. Ha!
It's getting rumors are already circulating. Let's gather some intel first. good.
What a headache. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I told ya I could fight. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Here, is thunder!
So you are afraid of me. Let me end your misery.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Rules are made to be broken!
There's no time to lose.
You're annoying.
Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it.
It's getting late.
Thing's been cursed.
Where to now?
It's been so long.
Well, are you hurt? Let me take a look. You came at a good time. There is something you can... According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society? Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this. I've got a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder. And the most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's... It sounds dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually very simple. Investigate this so-called mutual aid society, and if I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines. Can I entrust you with this task? This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality. Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when you're back.
I've seen you in the clinic. You run errands for... Your cover? What are you talking about? Let me guess. Natasha wants you to... What's the use? I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it. Of course not. I read it in a book. Every book I read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through. For people in my situation, a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine. Mutual aid what now? What else is there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm... You think I need you to tell me? Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through. Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one. You think I don't want to? I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone. I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she... It's just something people were saying. I don't think Dr. Natasha... Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
What was that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used. Ah! A follow-up visit. Is that... Natasha's a wonderful girl. But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Even if they could cure me. Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. Then, one day, he said he needed to take care of... He was forever saying he wanted to go before I did. I miss him. Now that he's gone... You're not wrong, I suppose. That girl certainly spares me no effort. But I always feel, okay, you win. It's off for a... Did you want to say something else? Virtual who? All right, I heard you. Do you have to...
Avoiding a follow-up visit because of her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you up? Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people. Huh, so you had a dispute with her. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic and no real efficacy. She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and miners like me, don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking. Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to, Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse. Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all. For people like us, a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash? What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine? Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule. You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll face the Here, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this.
Told ya I could fight.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
How about this?
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
My
I'll
turn.
free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
This is our chance.
Batter up!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Medicine. Oh, you mean Dr. Vash's wonder medicine, right? You're the same as everyone else that comes through here. If you want medicine, you don't need to go any further. You talk to me. And we only take cash. This ain't a charity. No money? Then you don't get any. You go home and wait for death. Say, what are you trying to pull here? If you can't afford it, then get out. Wait a minute. Your clothes. Are you friends with that doctor woman? I've seen you. Get lost. Now. If you're a friend of that woman, then you're not welcome here. Shop's closed.
Wait!
What about our medicine? We've been waiting for ages.
Get lost, all of you! Save your breath and come back some other time!
That medicine seller sure closed up shop in a hurry.
Get lost, now! If you're a friend of that woman, then you're not...
This is all your fault. How are we supposed to get our wonder medicine now? You should leave. If you stay here, that guy might not ever sell to us again.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Well, are you hurt? Let me take a look. So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients? Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid. I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. I'm guessing the patients you met weren't exactly singing my praises, which is why you tracked the dealer down and made it. I don't blame you. After everything you heard, I'm grateful you came back to find me. Your trust is important to me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. A people's doctor, that's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but the hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. It didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was having of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff, can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor. He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness. I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues. So I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him? I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to see the real consequences of abusing that medicine. Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think.
Who are you?
Where's my husband? And where are they? You don't know. They don't know. Where?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill, and not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now in order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all. But some kind of one or two began to suffer terribly, such that death, from that moment on, she became as you see her now. If Dr. And yet, what more could have been done? They were warned about the medicine. They were told about the risks. But they chose to... talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where we can. I just hope...
Are you hurt? Let me take a look. Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonderment. Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the... Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immune. His research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such. As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort. Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next. Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Are you willing to take on this assignment? Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine, but it's up to us to remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. Go. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Stop right there. No one's allowed up ahead. Oh, playing the hero, are we? Is this a stick-up? Wait a minute, you're that clinic woman's lackey, aren't you? Did you think the Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel? She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right? Men, look lively and send this idiot packing already.
Don't mess with me.
Watch this! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
This is our chance.
Batter up!
There's no time to lose.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief. You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you... Those poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you. The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat? My Mutual Aid Society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling. Fine. Seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the... Men, seize the medicine thief!
You have the worst luck running into me.
Rules are made to be broken! Decisive strike!
Conflict is pitiless. Time for the Master's radiant spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
Who's next?
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking...
Moneymaker? So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here? Oh, as if we didn't have enough trouble already.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must...
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability. To the very end.
So stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy...
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families. I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
It's getting late. Where to now? Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patient.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's...
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld bitch.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness.
Oh, you're here. I apologize. I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask. No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been. I, actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by an overworld family that life changed. My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood, and Vash loved me like a sister. My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. We were on a path into the medical profession. He was gentle and introverted. But when it came to work, he could be absurdly obsessive. Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. I didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when you told me. If you fail to make a clean break with the past creeps up on you. That's a long story. Ever since he was little, he saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains. To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity. But I do admire that I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might, but I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity. Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects. But behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into... I trusted Vash with all my heart. Funny, isn't it? And pathetic. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the... This was shortly before the underworld was sealed off. There were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent ages trying to find a way to handle Vash. In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. Oleg... Looking back, it was Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city to the snow plains he'd always wanted to conquer. His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. I've been telling myself... Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible brother and a worse doctor. Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind. Here, for your trouble.
I wish you all a journey that is free of...
You are now a... I'm not a sidekick. I'm second in command. We got trouble.
The boss went to the Great Mine along with her digger, and she refused to let anyone go with her. I feel like she's doing something... Diggertron is Diggertron. As long as the Fursman is in the mines, it seems like the boss heard some bad news about him and then just ran. There's lots of bad guys in the mines. Miss Natasha said kids ain't allowed to go in. He's Hook's daddy, and he's like a daddy to everyone in the moles. He's like a great person. Thank you. Please.
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk it out?
Save it. We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us. Such a rat! You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for traitor! Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Oh, little Hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off. I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson. Guys?
You'll never lay a finger on Daddy without passion. It's you! Come and help Hook.
Another punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
Don't let I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron.
Good. That's good. And you, young man, are you hurt? Thank you for your help. I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard. The conflicts between the vagrants and the mining team have lasted for quite a long time. Even if you have...
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're seriously hurt.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need... It's just a tool. I guess I should let it go.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies these days, though, so behave yourselves and stay away from trouble. You hear me? Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook. I'm talking to you.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. Ask him. See?
You are gonna spoil that kid. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, I'll take Diggertron away. The boss of the moles should stick to her word. I have patients to take care of. See you.
Thank you again. If it weren't for you and Dr. Natasha, Hook and I probably would have been in big trouble. Well, a few days ago, I found a geomarrow vein using a vein detector, and I sold this info. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me of being a traitor. They believe that since I'm also a vagrant who came from another mine and ended up... The mining team could not agree with that, of course.
Daddy? Are we short on money? Why did you do that?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. Who knows how long I can stay by your side? People say I'm selfish, think I'm a traitor, but it doesn't matter to me. All you need to know is when I'm gone, you will have the money to take care of yourself and survive on your own.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mine, it's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. I guess so. It's an ancient relic that can detect geomarrow veins. It's very rare. I often carried it around looking for a new claim. I suppose some villains must have taken note. Anyway, I guess I don't need the detector anymore. The less trouble, the better. I shouldn't care who stole my device.
Hook seems to be giving me a look like, I want to talk to you outside the clinic now. So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Wait! Hook needs you to help with some... Well, I haven't said what we're gonna do, but that's the spirit. You truly are an honor. That detector is Daddy's treasure, so I gotta get it back. All right, then. I'll be waiting for you at the shelter in the mine, big brother. See ya! Too slow, honorary member of the moles. You should have gotten here before, huh? Let me introduce you to Sweta. She's
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant, and every one of us trusts Mr. Fursman. But after what happened over at that Geomarrow vein, the atmosphere at the shelter became a bit
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure, his vein detector. I heard...
Well, after the conflict in the mine, Wildfire gathered everyone out of the shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. 4 people were not there. When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter but found nothing. I guess one of... Indeed. Now we can narrow down the scope of our search. We vagrants have our dignity too. I'm sure we will catch the thief.
But... what?
Actually, we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. But they all claim to not have... Of course, we could never expect thieves to confess and turn themselves in, right? In my opinion, one of those 4 was lying. We're all vagrants. None of us have the authority to arrest anyone just because we feel like it. Let's see whose words contradict with the facts. And that person would be the thief. All 4 suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling confident, why not give it a try? Maybe you can determine who the thief is.
Adults are so dishonest. Hook's gonna question them. Did you steal Daddy's detector?
Nope. I'm no thief.
Really? You better answer our questions on...
Ask away. Let's not waste time. Nope. What detector?
Hey, would you mind talking more nicely?
What? I always talk like this.
I don't feel like she's the thief. Well, it's the hunch of pitch dark.
Hook? What's the matter?
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? Oh, if I'd known I would become a suspect, I wouldn't have gone out at that time. How foolish of me. Of course not. I didn't do anything wrong.
We just need you to answer a few questions.
Okay. Ask away. It would be good to clear my... detector? No, I haven't seen anything, and I don't know anything. Is that all the questions you have? Have I proven my innocence? Oh dear. All this waiting around is enough to make me even more anxious.
Well, well, well. What's this? Playing detective, are we?
Spill it! Did you steal my daddy's detector?
You little brat. How dare you label me a thief? Someone needs to give you a good lesson on manners. I'm an honest and decent man. I'd never do such a shady thing.
Anyone can say that. If you really didn't steal it.
Oh, you have a temper, huh? All right, I'll spare a couple minutes for your little detective game. Well, I don't want to be a snitch, but out of my respect for Fursman, I'll tell you a secret. The helper over there, I saw him sneak into Fursman's tent and come out holding a box. See? Isn't he the most suspicious one? I don't care if you believe me or not. I've told you all I know. Now leave me alone if you don't have any more questions. I'm busy.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? How could you say that? You're gonna make me angry. You know what a businessman values the most? Reputation. If your slander ruins my reputation and harms my business, you'll pay for that.
Well, then answer our questions. We'll decide if we believe you or not.
No comment.
Oh, you... I'll give you one more chance. Think carefully and...
I've seen all sorts of things in my life. Why would I be afraid of you two little rascals? Here, how about we make a deal? I'll tell you what I know in exchange for a small intel service fee. Well, looks like I can only continue exercising my right to remain silent. Trying to threaten me with wildfire, huh? You think I'm afraid of them?
Let's tell Zila to take him away.
Huh? No, please don't. Look, I was only joking. Fine, I'll answer your questions. Please. I went into town to restock. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? I restock on a regular basis, everyone knows that. I was wondering why there was nobody at the shelter. Fursman is an old customer of mine. He's pretty nice to me, though we are not so close. As to what he did about that geomarrow vein, it was kind of unethical. We're all neighbors. We've known each other for a long time. But he sold out to the other side and left his own people out to dry. I really can't agree with that. Look, the cook is definitely the thief. I'm sure about that. I value my reputation more than anything, so you can try. In my line of work, I've learned to read people. And something's definitely fishy with that cook. I can tell from the start. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone.
Look, the head is spinning. Do you remember everything they said?
Don't worry, I've written it all down for you. Remember, among these 4 people, only the real... The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't him. So, do you know who the culprit is?
I think the cook and merchant are the most suspicious. My gut tells me that one of them is the culprit. But don't worry. Even if you choose the wrong one, Pitch Dark Hook the Great has other ways to
Right. We have other methods besides deductive reasoning to find out who the true thief is. Let's just examine... The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't him. So, do you know who the culprit is?
I don't know why, but I'll trust your judgment. Come on, let's go accuse the culprit. Figured it out. You're the one who stole...
You gotta be kidding me. You thought about it for that long and came up with it?
You mean we got it wrong?
I gave you the answer, and you still couldn't crack the case, detective? Why don't you just go home? I wouldn't lie to you. It was the cook. The cook did it! The cook!
Let's go look around and see if there are any more. Let's go look around where Daddy kept the detector. Maybe we can find some clues there. This is the label from a supply box. I know where those boxes are. That way. Let's go take a look. Must have been on this box. Wait. It's got a spicy smell. Not too many people smell like this. The thief appears to have taken Daddy's treasure. And it seems that this damaged probe is one of the detector's components. Has Daddy's treasure been sold already? Oh, where could the thief have gone? Mr. Sampo on the way to the mine when I came here. Could he be involved in this? Follow Hook! Mr. Sampo should be that. Mr. Sampo's always at the clinic hanging around Miss Natasha. Hook thought he was really sick or something. If he's working with the...
My friend, are you serious? This device is quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price?
No, why are you making this so complicated? Do you want it or not? Just tell me.
You two stop right there! Pitch Dark Hook the Great has arrived!
Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure! Diggertron.
This is all that old Versman's fault. Just because he has this device I'm holding, he can make a
well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
The heck if I care? With the underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't resort to robbing and stealing? Anyway, I got the device now. Come take...
Diggertron, get ready.
What a headache.
afraid of me.
You sure talk tough for someone who can't fight. Come on, hand the detector over to Hook. No, Daddy's treasure! It's broken!
Hey! Now this is Sampo's time to shine. Of course! I wouldn't want to miss out on seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism. Listen here. There's a fellow in Bouldertown they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp. He's an appraiser. Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind. I think this device of yours is probably worth a lot. It might be a good idea to try your luck with Balloway. Here's a trick. First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly fix the device for you. After it's fixed, tell him you changed your mind and you want to keep it for yourself. This business tactic is what I call a bait and switch.
Balloway the Miner's Lamp. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Sampo. Let's go into town to find him.
Have a safe trip!
It's getting late. Where to now?
I'm already retired from appraising ancient relics, so unless this detector's...
Oh, look at this! The detector's probe broke off.
Oh, ho, ho. This certainly is a rare relic. Let me take a closer look.
Yes, look extra close. You have to help.
This device... I've been in the business for a long time. I think this is probably beyond repair. But still, it is a rare treasure. Even broken, I'd be willing to pay a high price for it. What do you say? The detector's probe is gone. It's like searching for something without eyes or ears. Who's going to want it? I don't believe any other stores will buy it off you. Come on, I'll give you a nice deal.
All right then, let's go find Daddy.
Where have you been, Hook? I was just about to go looking for you. Come on, let's go home. I'll cook some salt-baked rock crabs for you. What's wrong with this kid? Vein detector? The one I lost?
Big Brother and Hook helped Daddy catch the thief. But Daddy's detector is broken.
So it was stolen. You're not...
I'm fine. Daddy, can you see if your detector's...
The geomarrow probe is damaged. I'm afraid this thing...
I'm sorry, Daddy.
What are you apologizing for?
But Daddy's...
Don't cry, Hawk. Daddy's true treasure.
You can cry.
The detector helped me find lots of geomarrow veins, and it saved the mining team a lot of money. In that respect, it was. But at the end of the day, the detector is just a tool. A true treasure must have
Doesn't really understand.
It's okay.
So, the treasure Daddy's talking about
is still happily running and jumping around.
Daddy, you're not allowed to see her cry. Go.
The rumors are already circulating now. Let's gather some intel first.
Have you heard anything from Gossipmonger? Is the lead researcher really that corrupt? Who exactly is this whistleblower?
Hey, aren't you off work today?
I couldn't not come in after checking my phone. Days off aren't as juicy as gossip.
Ah, well, too bad. I haven't seen Gossipmonger this morning. You should rest up and wait for more news.
Oh, you're right.
Why are you still here? Didn't your department call you to prepare for the emergency operation?
No. I just sneaked out for a little while. What are the odds?
I got a group message 2 minutes ago saying that something's happened in the Special Purpose Lab. Somebody's trapped. The security department's blocked off the area around the entrance.
The Special Purpose Lab? Then wouldn't Pamela, I mean, Gossip...
Most likely. No wonder she's not here right now.
The walkways around the Special Purpose Lab have been temporarily closed off. Please keep your distance. I'm afraid this is a live situation. It's too... Wait. Brother Arlen told me about you. If you insist on going...
You're Brother Arlen's friend. Pamela? Let me check. I remember her name. Did Arlen ask you to investigate? Great. Did you see it? Look, it seems like the rumors about the station are true. There are Estelaron
Good luck figuring that out. All I know is that monsters have destroyed the power supply installations here. The elevator is out of commission, so the people stuck on the floor below can't make it up.
Maybe you can help us restart the central elevator?
There are plenty of backup power sources in the storage zone. Right opposite, if I remember right.
As soon as we can restart the power supply, we can get this elevator working and rescue everyone.
Time for the Master's radiant spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy!
A gift from the stars.
I told ya I could fight.
Let her up.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
A guest with no manners, huh? Who's the lucky one today?
I told ya I could fight. Watch this.
Let's go.
Keep at
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. A gift from the stars.
rules are made to be broken! You must change your welcome!
There's no time to lose.
Look out!
Watch this!
Keep at it.
Time for the Master's radiant spirit. Heed my word.
discovered yet. Who's the lucky one today? My turn.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Well, did you find the backup power source? Thank goodness you're here. Give me a moment. All right, you can use it now. Be safe.
Help! Somebody help! Wait, the elevator's here.
We lost sight of Pamela. There's a terrifying monster over there. We didn't please save her. We'll take the elevator up.
Please!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. Try that again.
A gift from the stars.
Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Watch this.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, holy mackerel, you scared the stars out of me. That's right. I'm the one you're looking for. Of course. Not only did I know you were coming, but I also know why. You want to know who Richard Know-It-All from the Heritor Group is, don't you? Fans of Madame Herta? They call themselves the Heritor. I'm a businesswoman, and we play by our own rules. If you want the scoop, you have to pay the price. Certainly not. I have a very clear notion. I don't have any particular hobbies. I do indulge in a little tittle-tattling here and there, not to mention... And now here you are, vanquishing monsters left. How fortunate. As it happens, I'm a huge fan of Himiko, an amalgamation of beauty. Can you help me take a high-def portrait photo of Himiko smiling? Please? Make sure you capture her electrifying smile, the one that stuns people into a trance. That million-volt smile. Well, what's the matter? You know Himiko well, right? If you ask her, I'm sure she'll say yes. A superbly beautiful, dazzling, electrifying portrait shot of Himiko in exchange for the secret. Send the picture over when you have it. I'm always fair when it comes to haggling.
Nice.
Did you find Gossip Monger? What did she say? I knew she was weird. There are many types. It's okay. It's just a picture. I don't mind. Go ahead. Let me see. Hey, you're pretty good.
Huh? What are you taking pictures of? Why do you sound so nervous all of a sudden? Suspicious.
I didn't expect to see you here. Didn't you say you were really busy?
I am. The Legion has only just retreated. The station is in absolute now. Any progress in rebuilding things has been ruined by the reappearance of the Fragmentum.
Oh. An active Estelaron is rarely a cause for celebration. What did...
You know what she's like. It's like nothing's happened. She's just sitting back and giving orders. If there's time later, I want to talk to you both in more detail about this.
Anytime.
I need to go. Someone's taken my family encryption key. You know, the one I used to withdraw my allowance? I need to get...
That might be the whistleblower's so-called evidence. Looks like you don't have much time to lose.
Doesn't fit Gossip Monger's descriptions. She said, a young man with black-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe.
station.
Doesn't fit Gossip Monger's descriptions. She said, a young man with black-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe.
And you are? And you are? Oh, well done. So, you're here about the lead researcher's corruption. Anything for a good story, huh? I don't get it. You people live your lives for gossip. Wouldn't it be better to apply that drive to your research? Madame Herta would be delighted to see everyone working so hard. What encryption key? Have you been reading too many novels? You think there's some hidden heir on this space station with keys to the family coffers? Less fantasizing, more researching. You want the scoop? Fine. I backed it all up anyway. Here, take it. And let it be known that I, Richard Know-It-All, this is the receipt. See the title on this purchase order? That's what I call substantive evidence. Of course it is. If I had any doubt, I'd have kept it quiet. I had picked it up a few days ago when I was collecting a package. I saw a few receipts requiring the lead researcher's signature. The security department's head honcho, Arlen, he left pretty quickly when he saw him. We all know he's on her side anyway. So I had a peek, and whoa, she's buying equipment for the space station under her own name. I've got her now. Jeez, do I really have to break it down for you? The space station has its own financial procedures. As long as the purchase is for the space station, no matter how big or small, it has to go through the organizational account using the station's allocated funds. The payer here is her private account. She's totally embezzling station funds for herself. I'm so disappointed, so hurt. She looks like a sweet enough girl, but not only did she fail to repay Madame Herta for promoting her, she even stooped to this. I was so angry, I was shaking. I broke out in a cold... That amount of money? Herself? Who do you think she is? The Fleming's daughter? Anyway, now you know everything, so leave me alone. I still need to write a report about this for Madame Herta.
Seems like it's all just a scare. But it's easy to make rumors and hard to dispel them. I better let Asta know.
money like this?
This isn't wasting money. The IPC's budget is so stringent and, the process takes so long. By the time my application would have gone through, too much time would have been wasted. Do you know how much hardware was destroyed when the Legion attacked? And how many cables are currently out of order on the station? How is it my fault when I'm spending my own money to solve everyone else's problems? Give my encryption key back.
I won't.
You. Who gave you the right to tell me what to do with my money?
You did.
Well, I might have done that, but this doesn't...
How is it not wasting money? We lost that finding device you bought during the Legion's invasion. All you had to do was check the inventory, and we could have replaced it. Why did you make a new order? And that Starnaut fleet from the last time?
I did make an order, but it didn't go through. I was just trying to improve security measures to make sure attacks like this don't happen again. If the money wasn't spent, then it doesn't count. Anyway... Please, tell me why you're here. So, you think Richard was the one who stole my encryption, so he was the one who started the rumors. Huh.
It feels like she's not surprised.
I'll deal with that immediately. Please don't worry, Miss Asta.
Yeah, go. Wait! Leave the encryption key here.
That's a separate issue. We'll talk about the encryption.
How can you...
What do you mean, what am I doing? Everyone else is here. Can't I be too? Relax. I'm just dropping by for a visit. I was hacking through the dark regions of the inner astral network a while ago, and what you see in front of you is a hologram. Just as harmless as the whale holograms you see floating around. Seeing is believing, right? If you're still not convinced, you can cut off the network connection on the Express, and I'll disappear into this. What you see in front of you is just a hologram. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall? Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Inviting you.
Rules are me.